Dive into the why directors do what they do in Ryan Gosling's movie The Fall Guy. There are a couple great no-cutting long shots.
Oh, it's so pathetic.
No, it's okay. Letting the camera roll without cutting can be cool, even too cool. But director Leitch is doing them for a reason. They add feelings and meaning with just visuals.
Okay, so guys, simmer down, eyes on me. Here's what's gonna happen.
We'll be talking about the first one, which is of Ryan Gosling's character, Colt. And yes, shut up, he's not Captain America. Chris Evans and him are separate people with separate lives and feelings.
This is the fight of our lives.
Here Colt is suave, acting all cocky as he saunters his way onto set, looking like Mr. Cool, drinking coffee, putting down the bosses, the producer, and the star with fellow crew members, flirting with his secret girlfriend, taking unexpected challenges like a boss.
Or something, I don't know, it's just less face.
Yeah.
And doing the impossible without blinking.
It's how cocky, how arrogant you are.
All of that without cutting once. This isn't just me in a jealous rage of Ryan Gosling's success.
That saying, pride comes before the fall, well.
Even Colt is saying it. In film, they say, show, don't tell. After all, a movie isn't a lecture, it's highly visual. But a more accurate saying would be, show, but if you want to, you can tell, after you've earned it, but only if you really, really want to. P.S. Use sparingly. But that's too long, so people just always say the first one. It helps audiences who might not catch all of the nuance when they spell it out. And Ryan Gosling thinks we're dumb. Yeah, you're right, let's cancel him.
Hold on. Do you know what that thing could do to you?
But it's not only the performance that's cocky, but it's the camera work and blocking seamlessly working together. I begrudgingly, as a nobody aspiring director, have to give director David Leitch a little bit of credit for doing an amazing job. But let's go a little meta. Break down what it takes to create one shot where nobody notices it's being done. The first challenge the filmmakers had to face was moving the camera from inside the trailer, where it's darker, to where it's lighter outside. Normally you would just change the camera setting between setups so the lighting feels the same, but it would be kind of awkward to fiddle with those while the camera is not only rolling, but moving also. Who knows, maybe Jodie could do it.
Do you have a question for me?
But sometimes a good director can take a challenge and turn it into something that is creative and serves the moment even better. David Leitch is working his magic even before the first frame of this one shot. Listen to the voiceover.
Not ideal when you're trying to look cool in front of Jodie.
The shot is all about what he said, introducing you to Jodie and labeling her with a name. But that thought about Jodie is now associated with the lighting. Underexposed, it's darker and the color is amber, which carries over to this next scene where they're out of focus. We can't see who they are. Maybe we're not sure, but we're given a subtle hint with the same Jodie lighting tricking us into correctly assuming it's our main people. All that for what though? Letting the walkie-talkie be in focus tells the audience to pay attention to it, obviously, but then they begin to wonder, why isn't Colt paying attention to it if they are? Because if they are told to, it must be important. All this tells you that they aren't doing what they're supposed to do, and even sets up the pride before the fall story we got going on. And all that information is being communicated in 10 seconds of film. Now, a simple way to control what the audience is looking at in a normal scene is to simply cut to a different angle. Cutting hides faces at specific times. Notice when your attention cuts away from Jodie or the PA by the blocking, hiding, or revealing their faces or putting them in frame.
Tom needs to see you at the monitor.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble. She's talking about Tom Ryder, who happens to be the biggest.
It's almost a soft exit for them, moving into the background, otherwise your attention might follow them. Another worry, you don't want back-of-the-head actors getting a monologue.
What's up? Guess we're going again.
You know Tom and Gail.
There's a lot of grumbling and a bunch of hand gestures over at the monitor, so.
Built into this shot is not only is there a beginning, middle, and end in every movie, but that exists hundreds of times on a smaller scale, in sequences, scenes, and even within a minute. It exists even in one shot. A camera push-in is the rising action, and the slow to the stop is the climax, where all the energy needs to go somewhere.
That's me.
Great, you drive.
What?
Beyond the camera moving, us seeing more of the character's reaction helps create that feeling. And so it works not just when a camera approaches straight on a character, but also when it turns into them.
You bred raptors.
And that's what's happening here.
What happened? What's up? Guess we're going again.
Announcing the challenges could be building tension.
Gestures over at the monitor, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but let me guess, too much face.
But that cocky, confident jerk takes it like a champ, and that is reflected in the blocking. He stops, literally surrounded by people telling him difficulties, but then goes forward. That blocking choice says that this challenge isn't stopping him, and simultaneously the elevator shoots upward, mirroring his energy with an added kick-ass sound effect.
Not sure what's going on there, but let me guess, too much face.
Remember, we are keeping back-of-the-head monologues to a minimum.
Yeah, it just looked just now like you wanted to ask me something.
Oh, I was gonna go through his resume and read.
But check out how Colt turns around right after she is no longer visible for his new line. That is more colorful, more potentially interesting to watch.
Well, just to keep it.
It's back-of-the-head bland this
Ask me something.
versus frontal laughing.
Well.
Good rule to follow. Keep back-of-the-head lines spoken away from camera or even lines said off camera less interesting than the reactions of the people you are currently looking at. Now we've talked about ways to make a one-shot work without the audience noticing, but here's when on my first time watching, just for fun, that I noticed we hadn't cut yet, about 2 minutes into the shot. Pretty amazing for even a director of 5 blockbuster movies, but still not for the full 4 minutes. But now tell me if you think my next thought is me going too meta with this. But the audience actually notices this is a one-shot, helps wrap the scene perfectly in the best possible way. You're supposed to notice that this movie is about filmmaking. When we get to the stunt at the end and the audience has noticed we haven't cut for 4 minutes, you begin to realize there's no conventional way to cut in a stunt double. Ryan Gosling is the stunt double. He is the character Colt. This movie is about a stunt guy.
Action, 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 action!
Just before the drop, the subtly positioning of the lights on both sides behind him really sells that for me. You see the filmmaking process.
Imagine that.
I'll leave you first with a challenge for those who like and subscribe. About 8 minutes later, or around minute 12, there is this other one shot. I can't show it all here, but you might still be able to watch it on Amazon Prime. Can you tell me why the director did it in the comments? Next, a chance to sign up for the beta launch of a new kind of commentary for people who really love movies, love this video, or even interested in becoming a filmmaker themselves.
It's right up your alley.
All those insights in a full-length movies commentary synced to the movie on the big screen? Pressing play and putting on your headphones? Or at home syncing a video on your phone to a movie on your TV, getting an extra screen to replay, reference, and gel with your movie as the sync commentary adds to your experience. Sign up in the description to get on the waitlist for when the early beta feature-length commentaries come out. Till next time.